welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
Anyone new to the channel? I'm Papergoy. I have a day job. I work out of my house. I've got about 40,000 items online, and that's always fun to juggle. Maybe I'll have to bring a couple balls one day and juggle them up here.
Certainly, yeah.
And you are who?
Mr. Magazine. I got the big warehouse, 15 employees, 500,000 items, and that's about it. I've said enough, I think.
I think you're fibbing.
What else am I missing?
I don't believe you have 500,000 items.
I do. Oh, I have 1 million items, but about 500,000 to 600,000 are listed online.
I don't even believe you have 1 million items. I think you have, probably, 30,000, 40,000 more items than you had last week when we shot?
Well, we're not even counting sports cards. We're counting sports cards. We're really into the millions. But, yes, definitely have tens of thousands more items than we did a week ago.
How did that happen? Well, let me put it this way. Exactly. There's a nice laugh over there. Yeah. You've got enough stuff. You probably will not get it listed anytime too soon.
No.
And yet, how many items have you picked up in the last week? Roughly.
15,000 minimum, I'm going to
15,000.
Minimum, yeah.
Might I ask a question?
Sure.
Why?
Well,
I like that little laugh
I
there.
don't have much of an end. I'm going to say, I can't say I don't know why. I do know why, but it started with, I don't want these items. I had a couple people reach out to me, and they had large magazine collections they wanted to sell. One I already bought from a year ago, and I had Gil drive out there to Pennsylvania, and I think it was part of a 2 or 3 stop deal. Gil went there, he went somewhere else in New York, and it seemed to work out. And he reached out, he goes, I got a lot more stuff than last time, but I just want the same amount of money. I said, that's great. I go, I really don't need to buy right now. I go, plus, factoring the Gil expenses, it costs money to rent the truck, the 2-man labor, the gas, the tolls. I throw some meals in that I cover. So it adds up. I go, I honestly can't do that price anymore. I don't have much room for the stuff. I go, I really don't want to buy it, but if I had to buy it, I'd have to give you half as much as last time. Basically, I'm saying I don't want the stuff.
Yes.
And, I'm thinking he's going to,
a
day or two, he's going to think about it. Like 2 minutes later, fine. Done deal.
Ouch.
He goes, contact Gil. Can he come this week? I go, Gil can come at the drop of a dime if he's not working. So we contacted Gil. He's like, let me contact Tonawanda or Buffalo. Near the airport, there's a Penske area there. He's in Ohio. So he reaches out. He goes, I can come this Thursday. Fine, I'll contact the guy, give Gil the information. And in the meantime, I have another customer that bought from me on eBay, and he's also an eBay seller, and he has a huge car magazine collection. He wants to sell me.
Ooh, car magazines.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right up my.
Any
alley.
chance I could buy those from you?
Well, we got a ton. We got a ton in the pod that we're trying to close to giveaway, and if we could sell that whole container. So he goes, I got 7 tubs of them. I want $500. And I'm like, I wish, I really don't want to do this stuff. I go, I'm sorry. We don't need car magazines. He goes, well, I sold on eBay. They're not just, Carcraft and.
You're right.
He goes, they're not just. I got some obscure stuff, And I said, well, where are you located? He goes, Tonawanda. I go, geez, that's right near where Gil's going to be getting the truck. I said, well, let me call my driver, see if we can orchestrate this. Gil goes, I'll get the bigger truck. We'll have the room, whatever. So I contacted.
That was darn nice of Gil.
Yeah, I contact the guy. I said, listen. Well, he didn't contact me back, so Gil already left for Pennsylvania. So he's out of Buffalo. By the time I told the guy I could consider the deal. So he contacts me back. He goes, sorry, got you late. I was working, but he can come pick him up tonight. I said, well, here's another problem. I really don't want the stuff. It's going to cost me time and money to hire Gil for this. And I only have $340 in my PayPal. Now, obviously, I have way more money than that. Well, more money than that. But the guy wanted PayPal.
Right. You don't have more than that in PayPal.
Yeah, I don't use PayPal much anymore with the managed payments. So I said,
well, and anybody out there, just to little backstory, if you're new to the videos, there was an issue back a while ago with Mr. Magazine's PayPal where he cannot use PayPal. He had to use his sister's PayPal, as a matter of fact, in order to operate. Long story short, PayPal suspended, or didn't even suspend, ended your account.
Yeah.
Because it was associated with the website that sold adult material. That's the backstory. So you literally have $340 in it. and there's a problem with your sister putting money into it. So in
Right.
order for you to get more, you've got to basically
It's
you've
not
got
a
to
quick
find
process.
No,
I
you've
got to
gotta
find a friend
friend
like Paperboy that can
that has the money,
quick
to
loan the
send it to
money.
them. Yes.
Exactly, but it takes time to get in there and so forth. So I don't use PayPal much.
Right.
And
But
if
I
it had
wanted
to be
to, I
done
wanted
this
to
day-
bring that I wanted to bring that up because a
Sure.
lot of people, and I know people that have done this.
Yeah.
Would you take $20 for it? That's all the money I have.
Yeah.
And then they pull out the wrong
Yeah,
pocket with
yeah.
money in it.
Sure.
You literally only had
Right.
$340 in
Yeah.
PayPal. Could you get more? Yeah, of course. We all could.
And
But-
Gil doesn't have enough cash on him to cover stuff. So I didn't really want this stuff. So I just, again, I told the guy low offer, didn't want it, didn't need it. I said, I can give you $340 today. Gil can pick it up along the way. And he was hemming and hawing. He goes, fine, I just want to get rid of them, So to make a long story short, Gil came back from Pennsylvania, passed me by, went to Buffalo and back to me, and it was a very long night, and it was a lot of work, and he crammed every box into this truck from top to bottom. I mean, there must have been over 150 boxes in this thing, and they're scattered along this warehouse. Manager's not too happy, but again, it's for the amount of money I spent, it was pennies on a dollar for a massive deal.
Well, and I want to break that down if you don't mind for a minute.
Sure.
You spent $340 on some portion of that, also a little extra Gil picking up, et cetera, et cetera. We'll say you have $500 into it.
Yeah, and it was a piggy bag deal, so really all the expenses were rolled into these two deals.
Yeah.
So it was well worth it.
So we'll say $500.
Sure.
Roughly how many magazines did you get?
Well, he originally said 7 tubs. It ended up being 7 tubs plus 50 more boxes.
Oh,
Yeah, it was way. I think it was more than I said, and he I don't know if he had a storage unit or what, but it was thousands and thousands. I'm
so
guessing.
we'll say
50,
5,000. 50 times 100
Well,
is 5,000.
you're going to get probably close to 200 into the tubs. They're big tubs, so that's
1,400.
1,400. 50 boxes and just say 80 in each one.
Yeah, so you're at 5,000,
Yeah,
5,400.
minimum.
So
Yeah.
we'll say you've got 10 cents a piece into them.
And I think that's what he broke it down. He goes, "You're going to literally get in for 10 cents a piece," and I think that's what it was.
And I think this is good to anybody out there listening and watching this, because a lot of people don't realize how inexpensive you can end up getting it per product with
Right.
the big deals.
Yeah.
The problem, of course, comes in. Let's just say that I got that deal. I'm a huge fan of car magazines. Let's say that I got that deal. I would have to buy the deal. I mean, I would absolutely have to
Right.
at that price, because, and we're leaving out that there's good things in there.
Right.
If I priced them at $20 a piece and I sold 25, I'm out of the deal less my expenses. So
And
I
that's
sell
half of one box.
I sell
Yeah.
I sell one box.
Yeah.
I'm in the money.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the reality of buying in bulk. That right there is the reality. As much as you hate doing it, as much as it's
Right.
literally you take one box with some decent stuff in it that will sell,
Right.
you're out of the whole deal, and you literally could take the rest
Yeah.
of that deal and put it in a pod and sell it on Craigslist,
You're
even
right.
at
Well,
break-even price.
There's multiple options. You could flip them in a lot. You could sell them in lots on eBay. So, I mean, there's lots of options to make money if you have the time, certainly. And I'm sure these gentlemen didn't just contact me right off the bat and said, okay, done deal. I'm sure they looked around, checked if anyone else was buying, and there's no one out, not that there's no one out there, but it's hard to get a hold of someone that's willing to buy
Well,
that volume for storing.
They may even have put it up on Craigslist or something like that,
Sure.
and people, wanting to break off things. Well, can I take how much per magazine if I take 50 magazines, cherry pick, all
Right.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously they know enough not to do that, because they're
Right.
like, something, no, I just want to get rid of it all at once.
Yeah.
I don't want 20 people coming by and picking
Yeah,
20
one
magazines
deal,
each.
and that's why they love dealing with me. It's and that guy from Buffalo with the car makes, he emailed me right after. This was great. You guys are great. You came when you said you were. It was an easy transaction. Boom, 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 done. They like that.
Well, the other nice thing about that now is he's going to speak highly of you, and who knows? Perhaps if
Right.
perhaps he may come up with another deal at some point. He probably has contacts out there,
Sure,
or
selling on eBay. I'm sure he's got buyers and sellers. If they're looking for stuff, maybe he might flip. Hey, Mr. Magazine has them. Who knows?
So basically, the lesson today is, even when you don't want to buy, sometimes you have to buy. Would that be a good
I
way
would
to
say
put
so,
it?
Yeah. Or it's just an addiction and an obsession. But I'm going to go with the first one.
So hopefully that helps you a little bit there, breaking down the cost of a deal and the kind of deal that you actually can get out there on a regular basis. I mean, this isn't your first deal of, I'm going to say magnitude. I mean, it's a small deal for you, honestly.
Well, it's the first deal in October.
That is true. To anybody out there, we're filming this the second day of October, so you'll probably have a few more. And if you're interested in hearing about other deals, definitely tune into the live show, 7:30 Eastern every Wednesday. We do break down buys and sells for the week along with the topic. Very interactive. We like to hear about the things that you purchase as well. Do hit the comments down below. Definitely want to hear about any deals that you picked up down there as well. And do smash the like button. Hey, I said it for once.
Sounds good, yeah.
And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.